I just wanted to see a couple of these other beats that my friend has posted, just to see if there's something I haven't heard that I'll be. Because when I put on a beat, you know. Oh wow, he's got premieres in 8 days. Wait, I'm gonna comment. Oh, comments are turned off. This motherfucker. Beat 10. What's
That's
this?
weird.
Oh, this is some heavy shit.
Nice.
Okay, that's quite nice. Yeah, you know what? I might just do that. I might just do
Yeah.
that. Let me check one or two more. This is a bit more fun. All right, fun one, heavy one.
Nice.
That's good. Yeah, fun one, heavy one.
Welcome, Quirky Crochet Creations. How are you? We're joined
Yo,
with Mr.
yo,
E, one of our subscribers.
what up? What up, people?
So, Mr. E, how'd you get into music, and who's your favorite artist?
Um, I got into music at super early age. My parents introduced me to a lot. My dad introduced me to a lot of jazz and stuff like that. So by the time I reached like 8 or 9, I had a few like rap tracks. Got really, really interested in that. Started writing, and then like 12, 13, early high school, secondary school days, just got more into the rock, heavy metal kind of side of things. I was still interested in hip hop and still writing stuff. And then I kind of I then it kind of swapped back to how it was, like rock and metal and stuff. I still love it, but it's like in a back seat. And my real love of music is hip hop, I think. Yeah. Yo yo. Hello, Quirky Crochet Creations. Oh, creating creations out of crochet. Hmm, fascinating. Ooh, I used to have pet ferrets. Or actually, my ex used to have pet ferrets. They were called
Are they similar
pralines,
to
and
cats?
they
Yes.
smell weird. I'll say that. But we had really friendly ones. They didn't bite at all, and they were called pralines and cream
Uh,
because they were cream colored, and they were pretty much like cats, house cats.
yeah. There's so many different types of felines. There's Maine Coons, there's normal cats, and there's ferrets. So many different types of feline creatures.
Yeah, there's quite a few weird ones. My friend's mum breeds Maine Coons, those giant cats. Yeah, she breeds those. They're huge, and they've got like ears like a lynx, you know, with the furry pointy bit. Yeah, for sure. No mice in that house. Yeah, for sure. Thanks for the hoodie compliment.
Yeah. So I'm joined with Mr. E. He's a freestyler just about to launch his channel in the UK. So I'm gonna put his channel pinned on the comments so you guys can check it out. Let me see here. Yeah, so it's great to collaborate with some subscribers. We met probably about 3 months ago, just through
Yep.
YouTube, and he sent me some of his music, and his music's really, really finessed, really sounding great.
Thank you, man. Again, awesome to hear, man. I'm glad people are liking it. It means a lot.
I think the songs that you showed me are going to really make an impact on the world in such a great way.
I hope so, man. I hope so. I mean, as long as some people can hear it and relate, I don't want to do it for like fame or money. It's just like a passion to make music, and if some people can enjoy it, and that's enough for me. What are you eating? Are you eating seeds or something? Is that? Oh, nice, nice, nice jewelry piece. Lovely. Oh, you play harmonica? Yeah, that's a cool idea, man. That's a cool idea. It's such a compact, like its diversity for its level of size is like top marks. It's one of those. Yeah. Yep. For sure, man. Awesome. Cheers, Quirky. It's good to hear people promoting being positive. Sorry. That's right.
And Quirky, also, I want to shout out her interesting crochet creations. She can make
That's awesome. My girlfriend does a bit of crochet herself. She's made a blanket or two and a couple cardigan things. I've watched her do it, and I've also watched her make a mistake and have to unwind the last 6 hours of what she did because she just realized she missed something, or I don't know, man. I'm not familiar with it, but like I see her doing it next to me, and man, I think I would, to be honest, if I spent like 7 or 8 hours and she goes like this, she's like, oh my God, I did something wrong. And she goes like this, and she just pulls the two bits apart, and the whole thing goes boop, 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 and it just unstitches itself. That like 6 to 7 hours is just gone in like 4 seconds. Yeah, brutal. So
uh,
yeah.
well, Emil, aka Mr. E, that reminds me of when I'm working on a school assignment or some sort of video project, and then out of the blue, my computer crashes and everything's unsaved.
Oh, wait.
Hours of essay writing all gone to waste.
Yeah. I could see the pain. I don't know if I could commit to a hobby like that.
uh, and by the way, welcome to Old Charlie, aka URUIAMI 19. How are you doing, Old Charlie? He's all the way in the Northern Territory here in Australia. Welcome, Sassy B878. How are you doing today, Sassy? We're joined by Mr. E. He's a freestyler from London. And looks like he's just cut out. Oh,
I
back
don't know
in.
what happened there. That was weird.
Yeah, it's all right. Yeah, so Mr. E, what's did you enjoy your schooling? Did you enjoy going to school, or were you found it? Because for me myself, I used to wag school sometimes. Just smoke marijuana.
I mean, primary school, like I would just kind of like sign that off. Like I didn't do great in it because like I was disruptive, and like it's kind of a long story. They thought I had ADHD, tried to give me ADHD medication. Fortunately, my like grandfather was like quite a good doctor, well, good reputation and stuff, and he was like, no, don't give him that. He doesn't have that. Like, don't, they tried to give me like proper medication, say I couldn't come to class unless I had that. And I was like 8 or 9, 7 or 8 maybe at the time. And so my mum refused it. I was like, primary school was kind of written off. But the thing is, I did well in all my tests. So like, I got to kind of pick schools, and like, school was like full of like, my school was Holland Park School. I went through like a reform when I joined. So like there was new head teachers, and basically I was the last year to not have a uniform, and after that they kind of like they were like whipping everyone into shape kind of thing, trying to like turn the school around type thing. But it was basically full of like gangsters, bro. It was mad, bro. Like that's like part of the explanation, part of that song, that you listen to. Like there was like like brawls in the playground with like 300-400 kids, like people getting hit with stuff. Like it was like absolutely nuts, bro. But the thing is, so I ended up not really finishing school. Basically, to cut a long story short, I changed schools, and then I was invited. I was kind of expelled and invited back to do my exams, so I wasn't really expelled, but like I was like, nah, man, I'm not doing that. You basically just you said, oh, we're gonna help you out, and then they were like, nah, you can't come here, but we still, because they had no statistics for their school. Basically, I think they had like 8 or 9 students in that school at the time. But yeah, anyway, so I didn't really have a great time at school, man. And like a lot of the, I don't think, I'm not saying don't go to school. Obviously, like school works for a lot of people, but it helps a lot of people out. But I also think that it's like a little bit of a convoluted system, and it's a little bit biased. And for me, it just didn't work at all. So I left with no basic qualifications, basically. Yeah, if I'm being real.
Of the hard knocks.
Yeah, you could say that, man. Yeah.
Yeah, it
Like,
sounds intense. Gosh, fights at every school. You should have the right to feel safe at school, but it's hard when there's
yeah.
people with knives right next to you in your classroom.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think people had knives in the classroom. I mean, they probably could have, but I never saw like knives getting used at school. But I did see, I didn't get involved in that brawl, but I saw people that I didn't think were like up for that kind of shit running out, like some skater dude. I won't say names, but he runs out, and he's like eye is already black, his nose is busted, his lip is busted, he's bleeding everywhere, and he runs out, and I'm thinking, oh my days, bro, what the fuck? Like, this guy's he's
Yeah,
such a chill. He's like a hippie kind of guy, like he's super chill, floaty, really nice, like unnaturally strong for some reason. And he was like, man, I'm going back in. I'm going back in. I was like, okay,
cool.
cool. You go back in, bro. And he wanted to just go back in. Yeah. Uh, but yeah, there was a lot of people in my school that were completely nuts. So it was a bit of a mad.
Gosh,
Yeah, the way I grew up was not normal for. I didn't realize it at the time, but I think now, like I look back at it, and I knew it wasn't completely normal at the time, but I didn't realize how unnormal it was, because the school isn't half of it. Like, but yeah, unless you want to ask about that, like we don't have to go into it. It's up to you.
so Emil, during your schooling, this one huge brawl that occurred. What was it all about? What sparked it all off?
I actually don't know what started that brawl that I was writing about. Um,
God,
I actually don't know what I may have known at the time, but I don't think I did. I think I just got told, "Oh man, there was a bit of a feud going on, like there was some beef going on with like year 9s and ten, or was it? Yeah, year 9s and year 10s. No, yeah, year 9s and year 10s versus year 8s and year 7s.
oh
So the
wow,
seven, yeah. So there was like some mad dichotomy of like I don't know exactly what was happening, man, but basically there were a lot of people that fell out over certain things. I'm not sure what. I don't remember, but like I fell out with people over stuff, and like that wasn't the only occasion some crazy stuff like that happened, basically. But yeah, there was. I think it was probably just due to a like ongoing situation between those year groups, and it just like blew out of control one day.
Yes.
Yeah.
At my school, I we didn't have many occasions, but sometimes you would have friends from other grade levels. Like for example, if you're in grade 11, you might be friends
Yeah.
with someone from grade 10.
Mm.
Did that ever occur in your school, or were the boundaries between grade levels too solidified?
I mean, how old is grade 10, 11 for you? How old are you when you're in that?
So grade 11 would be 17 years old, and I'd say
Ah,
grade 10 would be
okay,
15 or
yeah,
16.
yeah, that's the same as here. I think in America it's a little bit different. I don't know, but I don't know. I'm not sure. Sorry, repeat the question one more time.
In your school, did you ever have friendships between different grade
Oh yeah,
levels, for example?
yeah, yeah. I mean, it's like I don't think the years in my school had as much to do with it. It's more like what, it, like a lot of people in my school knew each other before they even stepped foot in the building. Because of the surrounding areas and
Right.
stuff. So like whether it was someone's like they
Yes.
might not have known them directly, but anyone who knew anyone who was anyone in the school knew someone. Do you know what I mean? So it was like that. Like most people knew each other, but there's like a few select people which were from like the turn the school around type turn the school around type deal that were like didn't have anything to do with anything. And I guess I was kind of one of those, like, but at the same time I was friendly with a lot of the people there.
Yes. And
Yeah.
by the way, I want to say a big warm welcome and hello to Alex Nicoludis Music, as well as Old Charlie. Um,
Oh,
Now, Mr. E, I know that you are very
yeah,
passionate about parkour. What's your
yeah.
favorite or your best parkour trick you can do?
um I think the one that I have down the best is going to sound kind of cliche and boring, but it's a backflip. um but the thing is, when I mean, I probably, I mean, I can do gainers off things, which is like a backflip moving forward. I can do front flips. I can do side flips. I can do like cartwheel side flip, like cartwheel side, cartwheel side, cartwheel side. I can do like loads of cartwheel variations. But like what I learned from doing what I did when I was young, because I kind of started parkour before I knew what it was, because I was just climbing around on rooftops and being a bit of a menace in this in the area. But so yeah, I was kind of like messing around with it, and I was actually trying to do breakdancing. I was like 14, 13 or some shit. And then jump yeah, and then jump London, jump Britain dropped, and I found out like some of the guys who learned from the guys that started the sport were basically teaching in the sports center around the corner from me. That's like the guys that are called oh man, what are they called now? Uh it was Urban Free Flow, and then it split, and then now it's like it's Parkour Generations, yeah. And the guys that started that like were teaching around the corner from me, and so I realized like because the way they teach is like it's not really flips. They never taught me how to do a flip, because parkour is like A to B, fastest point. If you're doing a flip, you're not really getting from A to B quickly, you're just kind of showing off. Um,
It's
so
not
I didn't,
authentic parkour.
yeah, if you're really doing like, parkour, then you're not really doing flips, because if you're going to do a move and do a flip in the middle of it, then obviously it's going to be slower, right? And parkour is like
Mm,
technically is looking for like the fastest route from A to B. Like there are some scenarios where a flip would be faster, but like
Whoa.
ge- generally, it's like a rare scenario and a high level thing. But generally, it's like when I was growing up, it was like flips aren't parkour, you know? Like I kind of disagree with that a little bit because it's like it's all whatever. But yeah, I don't practice it as much as I used to. I did it really like hardcore for like 5 or 6 years, and trained with those guys. And then like I've always kept up with other stuff that I enjoy, like rock climbing, bouldering. Um, Still do some acrobatic stuff here and there in the park. I like juggle. I do some juggling shit because that's kind of fun. I have a Diablo. I own a Diablo. I don't know if you know that thing with the two sticks and the string and the hourglass. I don't know if you
Awesome.
know
Yes,
that.
yes, I've heard about that.
I have. Do I? Yeah. This thing.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. But yeah, I
It's a
like doing
pretty
fun
awesome
stuff like
experience.
that.
Yeah. It's a pretty awesome thing to be able to, wherever you are in the world, just to stand on a tarmac of a airport or, waiting in line for a concert and just be able to, on the fly, do a perfect backflip.
I mean, you know what's really weird? Like when I learned it, I didn't really have a gym or anything to practice. So it was like either you get someone to spot you so you don't just like crash. To be honest, if you do it right and you commit, it's really, really hard to land on your head, if I'm honest. Like you've got to stop. Yeah, you've got to untuck halfway. Like you got to straighten it. If you stay in a ball and it's really, really hard, man. You have to be like, I don't want to say stupid, but there we go. I said it. So like but I was so scared of it, man, and I was practicing it off a bench, and I'd stack these crash mats next to it that were level, and I was doing it on that, and it took me like a few weeks to get it down, and I could do side flips and some other stuff, but I was probably about 13 at the time, 14, and then
Yes.
I was at the park one day and there was sand and there was a rock and it was like this high off the ground and it was flat. And I was like, okay, if I'm landing it off the bench in this soft big crash mat thing, surely I'll land it off this into the sand. And
Yes.
but because of the crash mat and the thing, I never technically did it on a solid flat ground, if you know what I mean, because the crash mat gives way. So I wasn't really sure if I
Yes.
could do it on the flat ground if I was getting enough height. And so I did it off this rock, and it was
Yes.
like an impulse thing. I just stood on it, did it, and I was like, "Whoa, it worked!" And then my friend said to me, "Oh, nice, 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 you did it," And then all of a sudden, I just like did it again on the sand, like flat to flat, and I was like, "That's it, man. It's done. I'm never forgetting this. Like it's fully locked in." I think I did about I don't know how many, man. I must have done 100 backflips that day or something because I was just like every 5 meters I was stopping to do a backflip. I'd had no fear of doing it on concrete after that. Like, yeah, um, yeah, I don't know. It's like, I think it's like built in, like riding a bike, until my body starts to decide it doesn't want to do it anymore. I'll probably be fine.
Welcome to Incognito from Australia. He's also a rapper, songwriter. How are you, Incognito? We're talking about backflips. So, Mr. E, I think it's so much more comfortable doing a backflip in the sand where it's nice and hard, but it's still sand. So, if you land on a rib, it's not going to hurt as much. Now, what about a wall flip?
Man, you're asking all the craziest questions. So that was like actually I learned that before I learned to backflip, and I
Oh,
would do it
wow.
with so I would do it with two steps. So I would like run up with the first step, get all my height, and then I would kick over with the second step. And I had this down, man.
Wow.
Like for like a year and a half, it was so easy, but I never did it one step.
That's awesome.
I never did it three. It was always two. And then one day I was out training with some friends of mine at along the South Bank in London, and for some reason it just fucking started raining, and it wasn't supposed to rain. And we were like, "Oh man," we'd already been out for a few hours, but it kind of got rained off, uh, and we went undercover. And there was this wall, and I don't know if you know, you probably do. There's walls, and they're like made up of like it's like concrete, but it's got like loads of little pebbles set in it, kind of thing. Like not full pebbles, they're kind of jagged. So it's like really grippy,
Yes.
right? You know the stuff I mean, yeah. So it's
Yes.
really yeah, it's really grippy. But the floor, it was like worn, badly worn, like marble, or so not maybe not marble, but really smooth, flat stones, right? And we went under the water,
Yes.
out from under the water, and it was all dry. And I like kicked my feet against the floor, like tried to scrape off the water. And then I went for a wall flip, and I went quite high. I was confident, I was warmed up. But for some reason, wherever I landed, it just had a bit of water, or there was a bit of water left on my shoe, and I just like, as I was coming down, I just didn't quite catch the floor, and I just slipped straight out. I landed on my thigh, horrible, horrible bruise, no broken bones, but. And then after that, I was just scared of it, and I can still do it. I'll do it in a gym, like, but I've never done it outside in concrete since then because I was just like, man, I feel like I'm gonna slip.
Well, Mr. E, can you see my screen right here?
Yeah, I can. Yeah. Oh, yep. I see someone running. Oh wait, sorry. Did you
Here.
say give your? Oh, you might have to play that again. Oh, go on,
Oh.
go on. What did you say? Give my tips for it.
Oh man. Yeah, just some tips for these wall flips. I find them very challenging.
Just play it one time. Okay.
Ooh.
So, you see the roof at the top, how it's overhanging, how it's like kind of like that, and then you're running up this bit, right? Do you get what I mean?
Yes.
Yeah. So
Yes.
what? So okay, let's say it's like this. What I would do is focus on doing like a 1 foot pop off the wall, and like, because I wouldn't like to do it on that thing just because that's there, but that's just me and my paranoia. Um, because I feel like I can't let go, because if I do it well, I might be too powerful and my feet might hit the roof. That's kind of that's really unlikely to
Yes.
happen, but it's kind of there in my head, so it
Yes.
makes me not commit to it. Uh, what I would say is just don't if this is you or whoever it is, the first step is like where you keep your chest close to the wall until you've popped that first step, until you're releasing the first step. Do you know what I mean? So if you look at where if you use your head and your hips as like the reference point, so when your first foot goes
Yes.
on the wall, you're nearly horizontal already. Do you know what I mean?
Oh gosh, that's not good.
So if you're and here, right here, if you look at the amount of room your left leg has to extend, is very, very little, right? So
Yes.
basically, you've popped up very, very high, and or someone, and whoever, and that push that they're going to give there is not going to give them a massive amount of force unless they tuck super hard, and that's going to make them go forwards and probably fall in the wall. So what you want to do is like lean forward into the wall for the first touch to get you up and in the air, and then when you kick off with that second foot, that's when you want to like fall back and then just tuck like
Right.
normally. Yeah,
Yeah, right. It's
yeah.
very
Do you see what I
challenging. It's
mean?
not easy at all.
It's
Yeah,
weird.
yeah,
Yeah, it's weird.
I think it just
It
takes practice.
It does. It's like just try doing it without doing the backflip, I would say. And there's this like do you know what blocking is in gymnastics or tricking? So it's basically like a good analogy is like if you have a ball that's going to bounce, right? Wait. Uh something flat. All right. So if you have a ball, right? And you throw the ball like this, it's going to bounce like this, right? Like there's a lot of forward. So
Yes.
if it comes in like that, it goes out like that. But if it's like
Yes.
this, the ball comes in and it goes out like that, right up. Like the more, like
Yes.
obviously if it's like this, goes back. So it's the same thing. Like when you're running along like this, if you jump in the air and your feet are back here, you're not going to go up high. You're going to go like forwards. Do you know what I mean? Whereas if you run
Oh,
like this
yes.
and you kick and you jump like that, then you're going to go up and you can tuck into a ball and spin. And it's the same with the wall. So if you're running into the wall and when you hit the wall, you're like this, you that foot's going to push you this way. Do you know what I mean? Whereas if you come at the wall and
Right.
you're like this, if you come at the wall like this, it's going to launch you up and then you tuck and come around. Does that make sense? Can you see? I don't know if it's
Yes,
easy to
yes. I
see.
think it's a great way to practice. Yeah, I think I know what you're saying. Is it possible to also walk up to the wall like I'm showing with my fingers
Yeah.
and push off the ground?
Sorry, wait, your hands touch the wall and then you do a front flip, did you say? You broke up for a minute. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, that does exist. I don't know what it's called, but people don't do it in a tuck. They like push off the wall and then they arch their feet over and end up back on their feet. But yeah, I think
Right.
most people, yeah, there's a weird version of that. Maybe people do tuck
Yeah.
with it now, but yeah, that you can do that. A more common one is like going up to the wall, walking up to the wall, jumping, putting your hands on the wall, and then doing a backflip and pushing off the wall with your hands, like this kind of thing, like a flat wall. You can do
Oh,
that kind
cool.
of thing. Yeah,
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, right.
yeah. There's some really cool stuff, man. It's a really fun sport because, yeah, like we were talking about before, it's just kind of you in the moment, like everything else goes out the window while you're doing it, and you get to practice this thing. A lot of people have a really bad like misconception about like parkour and tricking and stuff because it looks dangerous, and especially
Mm.
people that do like extreme sports like boarding or motocross or whatever it is. Um, like those people, like obviously if like I can't walk into a hospital and go, yeah, I'm gonna do surgery today, that would be insane. But that's not insane for the guy that's doing the surgery because he's done it loads of times. He's been trained and he knows what he's doing. So the risk for him is not the same as it is for me. And I think a lot of the people watching these things think, oh my God, taking such a big risk. It's not worth it. He's putting his life on the line. But none of those people want to do that because they want to put their life on the line. They want to do that stuff for as long as they possibly can because that's what they enjoy doing. So it's not like, okay, yeah, it does involve a risk, but it's a calculated risk. You measure what you're capable of and then you make a decision whether you're going to try it or not, you know.
Mm.
So
And also, a lot of skateboarders as well, they become very, very proficient and skilled at the right
mm,
ways to fall. So even if they do stuff up, they have
yep.
techniques to roll in the proper fashion to distribute the weight and fall without doing any
Yep.
damage.
Yep, indeed, man. I
Mm.
mean, my old instructor, I saw so many lessons they taught me, but there's a roundabout at IMAX Cinema in London, and there are these walls, and one is like this, and one is like this. So if you start like close to this end, it's level to level, you know. But the further you get down this way, the higher this wall gets away. It's like this, you know. So what he would do is start at one end, and you grab the wall and you climb up, and then you turn around, you jump back to the other wall, and the walls are like normal wall width, and feel like I nearly said Woolworths there, but yeah. So you do this, and you just keep moving along the wall, but you don't stop where you can't do it anymore. You keep going because then you're putting yourself in a position where you're actually jumping further. If you fuck it up, you're falling from higher. It's not dangerous, like it could be dangerous if you don't know what you're doing, but you're doing it so gently. And the aim is to get to a point where you just about can't make it, so that you can recover from it if you fall. So he's intentionally putting himself in a position where he knows he's not going to make it, so that when he actually doesn't make it, it's it's not a panic. It's not a panic. It's a natural, active, instinctive decision. Do you know what I mean? Um,
Oh,
so
he's
yeah, those.
practicing the right way to fail
Yeah. So
without hurting
exactly.
himself.
Yeah. Yeah. And I saw him do the same guy. His name's Forrest. I don't remember what his surname is, but he did a. They were going to knock down a bunch of blocks in Latimer in London, near Ladbroke Grove, and in like northwest London, and a lot like we did classes there, and there are people. Some of the places they were going to knock down were really, really famous parkour spots, and basically they were, advocating that they don't knock it down because it's good for the kids of the area, and the area is, basically messed up. A lot of crime, a lot of robberies, a lot of madness, and like it's a good thing for them to be able to do other than the other stuff that's around. And I met them and
Yes.
watched them. Yeah, I met them and watched them give the demonstration to the council, and it was crazy, bro, because it just started raining, and so they planned this route through the area to talk to them and show them all these different things that could be used for the youth to help them out, and there's this like right outside Latimer Station. There's a on the other side. There's a walkway that goes along, and it's the same kind of thing. Like it goes along like that, and then like the other path goes like this, but it's way more extreme. Like you go like 10, 15 meters that way, and like the drop down is like 10, 15 meters as well. It's not like the other one where it's just like 2, 3 meters, and it's like there's a tree, and the tree has like one branch cut off, so it's like at an angle, and he planned to put his feet on that bit and grab the two branches above, right? And like he did it, his feet slipped, but he's still held on. And then he did another thing where he was supposed to jump from one wall to another, and the drop in between it was like 5.5 meters. And it's not the jump in between it, actually, the jump after the wall that he jumped to. So basically, he jumped to the wall, and because it was raining, he slipped, and then he fell, like continuing on, and everyone rushed to the edge. And by the time they got there, he was already back on his feet, and he was like, "No, no, no, it's cool, I'll do it again." And then he did it again, perfect. Not first time, second time. But yeah, it's crazy,
Yeah.
crazy to see those kind of guys, man.
Yeah, some people that are jumping from rooftop to rooftop with a 10-story gap down below.
Yeah, yeah, that's true. But like the way I was taught is like you don't. I mean, you can walk up your stairs at home, right?
Yeah.
So it's a good way to look at it. Like you can walk up your stairs. You don't ever feel like life is on the line when you're walking up the stairs, right? Because it's something you do like every day. So if I was to take those stairs and like say straight staircase, if I was to take those stairs and make them bulletproof glass, might be a bit more daunting, but you're still not worried about it, You know it's bulletproof glass. If I was to get those stairs, keep them bulletproof glass, but take away all the walls, so you might fall. If you don't, you'd be like, okay, I could, I'm not going to lean on a banister and just fall. I'm going to just stay on the stairs and go up. But then, like, you get a bit further. Okay, how narrow can the stairs get before it's like I can't make it? But you do that over time, man. It's not like you suddenly just arrive at a building and see another building and you're like, man, I could make that. In fact, I'm going to do a fucking front flip, back flip, 360 land and just like, bro, it doesn't work like that, man. Like a lot of these people like practice it day in day out for hours and hours and hours and hours, and for them it's they don't see it the same as us. Like if you try, can you juggle? If I bet you can juggle. I knew you could juggle. So like if you give juggling balls to someone else that can't juggle and you show them and you tell them exactly how it works and you fully agree that they understand how it works, that doesn't mean that when they pick up the balls they'll be able to do it right straight away.
Yes, experience. You actually do it
Yeah,
in your muscle
yeah,
memory.
yeah. But the three balls is
Yes.
dangerous. But then if you later on if you bump that up, like it works in the same way. Like you don't want to be
Yes.
you can't yeah you basically can't put someone yeah you can't yeah anyway you know what I'm trying to say it doesn't really matter but yeah it's mad.
People, YouTubers that will go out with a GoPro to climb cranes in a construction site all the way to the tip top of this construction site. It seems quite gnarly. These urban explorers, they call themselves.
Yeah, I've seen some shit like that. I used to do some similar stuff myself, not intentionally, just because I was like adventurous and did climbing and parkour and stuff. But recently met a friend in the last couple of years, and there are some like underground bunkers or like tunnels kind of thing in France between Paris and some other places. And he has some blueprints for them, and he wants to go and explore them. And coincidentally, I have like a couple friends that live, across because I'm down on the south coast of England, so across the channel is Calais, and I've got a couple friends that live there. So we could just go stay there. And I was saying, yeah, we should go for make a video. We might make a little exploration video. I was talking to him about making a channel about exploring abandoned sites and stuff like that. So yeah, man, I like that kind of stuff. That's super cool.
Yeah, I've actually got a GoPro video of me and my friend exploring a school, climbing on the roofs of this high school near my house. Except our faces are in the video, so I'm not sure if I should blur it out or I should even be speaking about this. But it'd be interesting. I think it'd be safe to put it on YouTube, and there's no
I
way of proving
think
it is
so.
actually you.
Yeah, what you mean the account? But I think like even if the account they don't know it's you, they might just still ban the account. But I think the main thing is like if it's a property that's like not been inactive for very long, then it's kind of awkward because people probably have eyes on changing something about it or doing something with it or something. But if it's like some abandoned something or other that was left to so and so at this time, or like the thing he's talking about exploring are like old tunnels. They're like from 300 years ago. Some of them are sealed off. Like you can't really go down there safely without maps and stuff like that. Like quite a lot of big cities are built like in layers. They have them in London as well. Yeah. I've never actually been in them, but yeah, this friend of mine has some. I've been in like some underground bunkers in France, some like old Nazi bunkers, but yeah, it didn't go too deep. It was blocked off.
Yeah. And Emil, are you reading anything good at the moment, book wise? What was the best book you've
Oh,
read in your
oh
lifetime?
man. Do you remember what I said? You might. I mean, fair play. I have some really cool books, man. I li- this is gonna sound the stupidest shit. I like the idea of reading books that people I admire or appreciate the knowledge. I like. I appreciate that. I want to read them all, but I really find it hard to read anything that isn't a piece of information. So, like, so I was diagnosed. I'm basically fucking partly autistic. So for me, like, I could pick up a book, and if I get invested in the story, if it's fiction, it's like a story, I'll read it, and then at a certain point, I'll be like, yeah, this is good or no. If it's good, I might read like if it's 300-400 pages, I might read like 100 pages. I'll go through a quarter of it over like a couple hours, and then I'll just put it on a shelf, and I'll never pick it up again because there's never a thought in my brain
Mm,
that goes, "Oh, I wonder what happened to that character," or blah blah blah. But I do get thoughts that go like, "Man, why did that fucking plant grow so well over there and it didn't grow well over there?" Or why when like if it's like something to do with real world information that I can like
mm,
that's better for me because then I can pick up the book, kind of dip in, go, oh shit, this is what it's about, get introduced to a new subject, read a bit about it, and go, okay, cool, and I'm like my tangent is open then, and I can start going off on one. So, but yeah, I find it hard to read novels, but like I have a few books I can show you. Oh wait, I'll just bring them to the camera
ish.
actually. It's easier.
Mm,
I have what do I have here? I got some Simpsons comics. I got some. Oh yeah, I got Batman Spawn one shot series. Go on, I'll show it to the stream. Like it's a little bit
yeah.
wrapped away, but I'm sure there might be a
Mm,
person or two who likes this kind of thing.
yeah.
You never know. You never know.
Mm,
Yeah, I bought these because Seth MacFarlane. Well, not Seth MacFarlane. Is it Tom McFarlane, Capello, okay. These things. I've got quite a few. Yeah, yeah, quite a few of these. I've never read them because I don't want to damage them, but it's a whole set, and they used to do a lot of stuff together, but then they kind of yeah they stopped and they came back together for a collaboration. Uh, and now I was like, yeah, let me buy them all up because they're kind of, it's not going to happen again. They're not going to collaborate again, those two artists, and they're both very, very famous for their Batman and Spawn portrayals. Pretty good. Yeah, they could exactly. Like, yeah, I'm not. I won't mention the obvious truth and value and what, but it's like I wouldn't want anything to happen to anyone. But if something were to happen to any of the people involved in this, I'm sure the value would go up quite a lot. But
yes.
we'll see. We'll see. It's a little investment. You never know. I never
And
wish
we have
anything bad
Emily
on
who
it.
says she's. Yeah,
Huh?
that's right. You want to spread positivity.
Exactly.
Emily
Exactly.
says she's currently working on songs for a school musical and working on original
Oh,
songs too right now. Good
that's
luck with
pretty
those
cool,
songs,
man.
Emily. Hopefully it goes well with the school musical.
That's awesome.
Yeah. And Jared
Yeah.
says she subscribed to Emily's channel. Nice work, Jared, supporting some up and coming musicians. This
So
is
how
one
long?
book I recently read, Emily.
What's that? The girl fell from the sky. Is that what it said? Go go. Yeah. Okay. Mm. I've heard of it. I have. Yeah. Tell me. I don't remember.
To forgot to wear his altimeter, which is telling him what altitude he's at, how high
Yeah.
he is from the ground.
Whoops. Whoops.
What a big mistake. What a
Yeah.
big mistake.
Not clever.
So, unfortunately, when they were falling from the sky, he and he pulled his parachute just at the exact moment when the backup parachute automatically pulled because of how low to the ground he was. So, as you can imagine, both these parachutes come out at the exact same time and start to tangle up with each other.
That's crazy.
But luckily, she lands on the ground and she survives.
That's nuts. Writes the book.
But unfortunately, her legs don't survive.
Yeah. I figured as much. Yeah.
In other words, she has to use a wheelchair for the next few months before she regains the strength in her legs.
Oh, she's still gonna walk then, or not?
Well, incredibly, she has her sensory nerves from her body cut from below her waist. So she can't feel her legs, but she can still walk despite
Move.
not feeling her legs.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
mean,
So it's quite a
yeah,
fascinating book.
yeah, that's mad.
Yeah,
That's
really, really
crazy.
cool
Yeah,
book.
it Emily is right. That did take a turn. It took a, it took a, it took a,
Yeah.
it, it took a turn. It did. But she's still alive. That's the positive side, and she's recovering. And if she can walk, then that's pretty good, man. I mean, she'll probably be running around
Yeah.
in no time.
Yeah, it's really transformed her life. Let me know in the chat to Emily and Quirky. What are your favorite books? I'd love to learn about what you guys are reading at the moment. Now, Emil,
Yes.
so living in London, were your parents or grandparents part of World War II? Did they have to serve their country in any of the World War II theaters?
So on my mum's side, uh, my grand, my the guy I call my granddad isn't actually my granddad by blood, but he's the guy I consider my granddad. My real granddad died when he was like 32 or something, long before I was born. Uh, but my grandma passed away a few years ago. But both of them passed away actually, grandma and granddad. And she had memories of the war as a child, but on my dad's side, that's I think that's about as far as it goes on my mum's side. But on my dad's side, my great grandfather, so my dad's grandfather was an aeronautical engineer, and he was one of the people that helped founded Schiphol Airport in Holland, Netherlands. And he was actually hunted by the Nazis. Yeah, it's a bit of a mad story. But just like to cut it short, because of his knowledge in aircraft and aeronautical stuff, the Nazis wanted him. But he was married to a Swiss woman. Uh, Obviously, she spoke German perfectly. Uh, so the Germans came to look for him, but he was hiding, so I'm told, beneath a pier in in the garden, and if you've ever been to Holland, I don't know if you know what sloot is. It's like a, it's like these stream. It's like it's not even a stream. It's like a dead bit of water between fields, and it's covered in algae and stuff. And it's like it's good for the area, but it's like Holland's a wet place. It's super flat, right? So he's hiding in this algae infested, basically pond water under the pier with a reed as a straw for breath. And apparently, they Germans came, knocked on the door. My great grandma answered, and they're like, "We're here. We're looking for this and that guy." She's like, "I don't know. He's not been here in ages." And they're like, "We're coming in to look." And she's like, "Yeah, but," she's like, "Yeah, but if you're coming in, then you take off your boots." And she made them take off their boots, bro. Apparently, and they went and they searched the yard. They didn't find nothing. He came out, and they like, yeah, they hid like soldiers in their attic, and they had like secret code words on the radio, uh, because the guy that was hidden in the attic used to boil the milk for the tea and shit. And so they sent him back to try and get him back to England because his plane crashed near there. They tried to send him back, and the code word on the radio was "the milk is boiling" because that's what he always used to say. So then they were like, "Oh yeah, shit, he made it back," you know. Like, so yeah, there's some crazy stuff on my dad's side. And then that all, you know, the war ended, and my family luckily all survived as far as I know. But yeah, my family had some crazy parts to play in that thing. It's a mad question.
Yeah, very interesting. Very interesting. And what would you say your favorite movie would be?
Ooh, man, you switched up the question. You switched up the questions crazy there, man. I don't. That's really difficult, man. Um, one movie. It's really hard. I like. There's a couple movies that I think. I mean, oh man, that's such a hard question. I like films, so I would say like I think a really really good film. One of my favorites, maybe not for its production quality especially, but for the acting and the themes in it, and like just the lore of it, is the original Crow, The Crow, with Bruce Lee's son, Brandon Lee. That was a really, really sick film. These are like childhood teen favorite films, you know, early days. I really liked, uh, oh my God, what's it called? Is it Once Upon a Time in America with Robert De Niro? And it's like a really long film. Let me just double check if that's what it's
Right
called.
on. Well, Emily says her favorite would be Wicked or Twilight. Wicked featuring Ariana Grande. And Troll Hunter likes Vampire Diaries, even though it's a TV, not a movie. And Jared likes, oh, his dad. Jared's dad was a World War II soldier. Nan was making
Oh wow,
planes for the New Zealand forces.
that's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's quite insane, Jared.
Yeah.
My grandpa, not my grandpa, but my great grandpa on my mum's side, he was in Papua New Guinea with the Allied forces trying to defeat the Japanese forces in World War II.
Yeah, Once Upon a Time in America is the film I was thinking about, and it's crazy. It's like 4 hours long, and it's a bit of a like. I'm sure. Do you enjoy films with a twist? Yeah. So this is like it's weird because I watched it, and a couple of friends, one in particular, recommended it to me, and this is probably when I was like 20 or something. And I was like, okay, like, and he kept bugging me about it to watch it. And I was like, why is he being so persistent? And so I was like, I watched it. And I knew it was going to be 4 hours, but, you know, I watched it. And I was like, okay, I got it. And then I went to meet him, like, within a few weeks after that. And he said, did you watch it? Did you watch it? And I was like, yeah, I watched it, man. And he was like, "So what did you think?" And I was like, "Yeah, man, it was a cool film. Like it was good." And he was like, "No, man, did you notice anything?" And I was like, "What do you mean?" And I don't want to make a spoiler, but basically, like, it's a twist. There's a twist in the film, but I think most people don't even know it's there. Like, I think there's a big,
Mm.
big group of people that never ever noticed it. And basically, I'll tell you what the twist is because I can kind of tell you without giving the story away. So basically,
Go
the
for it.
story is basically there's a point in the film where a fire happens, and his friends, the main character's friends, and him are either in the building or outside the building, and he's running up, and certain friends in that building die. In the movie. Well, no, certain people, like most people, get out. And then later, as the film goes on, like stuff happens. Turns out, yeah, that like most of the film after what happened with the fire never actually happened the way that they show it, and they never tell you. So basically, the main character is having these interactions with a friend of his, but his friend is dead like 20 years ago. But he like, I think the point is that you're not supposed to realize the impact this has had on the character, and actually, like, what you thought happened originally really did happen, and half the film is basically basically a facade.
Oh,
I
right.
thought that
Hey,
was
yeah, that's really
yeah,
sounds really interesting.
yeah, I thought it was quite cool,
It's
man.
great when it's great when movies have little hidden Easter eggs, little things that you can't really see on the first viewing, but the second time round you pick up this little hidden clue, which reveals secret details.
Yeah, yeah. I'm not sure I'd have ever noticed it if he didn't tell me. To be honest, it's crazy.
And by the way, welcome back to Alex Nicoludis in the chat. How are you? And congratulations, Alex, on 5,000 followers on Instagram. Great achievement, Alex.
Yeah, nice, well played, Alex.
Mm.
I've got a bit of a cold.
Well, I'm the opposite. I've got a bit of hay fever, not a cold, but my nose is just sort
Uh,
of a bit irritated from all the pollen in the air in springtime Australia.
that's a shame. That's a shame. You need some antihistamines.
Yeah, some Zyrtec or some sort of medicine to treat
Yeah,
that hay fever. Welcome to George Zapata. How are you doing, George? Haven't seen you here before, so a nice warm welcome to you. I'm joined by Emil, in other words, MrE, and we're talking
yeah,
about movies, World War II, relatives that have fought in World War II, as well as parkour. So, Emil, have you got any brothers or sisters?
I have a sister. Yeah, she's 4 years younger than me. Lives in London still. I moved out a few years ago. Like I said, South Coast at the moment. Yeah, one sister. No, she's not really, to be honest. She's actually a police detective. Yeah, she might do. I don't know what that would mean in terms of like disclosure and keeping things private in terms of her job, but I could definitely inquire to it. Yeah, yeah. I'm sure you could do something without, having to say something that risks her job. If she's up for it, I'll definitely put it to her, man.
Line of Duty?
No, no.
And what about, do you have any pets, Emil? Any cats, dogs, or ferrets currently?
So I have a dog. Well, yeah, a dog, small, not tiny, not like a Chihuahua size, but like a terrier size. I think it's some kind of Tibetan Terrier, but it's not like full size Tibetan Terrier. It's like medium sized. It's just like a little fluff ball, basically. And then at my girlfriend's, we have a parrot, a cockatiel, um, which is funny. We just basically call it chicken because when it came, it was just scared of everything, man. Like you go near it, it's scared. Try feed it, it's scared. Try everything is scared, and now it's like it's not scared anymore. And if you do something it doesn't like, it loves to do some snake impression hiss attacks. But yeah, we got a cockatiel parrot, which is like they're super fun, man. They're so smart. They're like you'd be surprised. I mean, I don't know if you've had interaction with parrots, like, but they're almost like on par with dogs, if not like more social, because they constantly like they know what you're doing when you're doing stuff. They're like watching you and they understand kind of what you're saying, like dogs do. And it's just like, how can this tiny little bird with that tiny little head, like, not basically there's nothing there, and it's somehow it gets all of this stuff like dancing to music, singing along to songs, and all kinds of crazy stuff. They're funny animals, man.
Yeah. And Alex has a question. He asks, "Are you in the UK?"
Yeah, I'm in the UK. Yeah, yes, UK, just near Dover. Not in Dover, but close.
And have you ever been overseas to Australia, America, or Antarctica, any of those other continents?
I have not. I haven't left Europe ever, but I've been to quite a few countries in Europe, like over 10. Uh, but yeah, I do want to. I've always wanted to go to Asia. I've always wanted to travel like Japan, Southeast Asia. So I'll probably do that at some point. America is on the list, but it's not super high on the list. I'd rather do Asia, Africa, America, most probably, but we'll see.
Have you ever been to Greece?
Yeah, I my parents met in Greece, so there's quite a lot of family connections there. My auntie married a Greek guy, so my cousin's half Greek. And my dad and my auntie live out there right now, so they have a house there, and we go over quite well as often as we can. Like I've been over once a year for like 2 years, 3 years, but you go when you can, and yeah, got some family connections to Greece and history and stuff. So yeah, Greece is cool, man.
Okay, right on, right on. Whereabouts in Greece?
So my mum's favorite island is Syros, which is a little bit further away from Athens than where my dad likes to be, which is Poros, which is like really, really close to the mainland. It's like you can swim it under 50, under 10 minutes. You could swim across. So you get these little boats. You pay €1, 150, and they kind of run you across the gap. So he technically lives on the mainland, but Poros, the island, is like right opposite it. It's quite a small island. It's just south of Athens, which it's a bit easier to get to than Syros because it's the same thing. Like you still have to get a boat from Piraeus after you get a flight to Athens and a coach or a train or a taxi to the port, and it's a long journey. Like I'm sure it's not as crazy as 18-hour flights and all that crazy stuff. But yeah, it's I prefer where my dad is because it's a bit more like away from society. It's a bit more family oriented. Like everyone who knows someone there knows their dad and their dad and their dad, and everyone knows each other, and it's like a really nice. Uh, yeah, my dad said it's not a community; it's a family. That's what it is. This is like, and it's like that with everyone there. Like, it's not like there is no. It's not a community. It's a family. There's like a big difference, right? That's how it feels there, which is nice. Not really, man. I can say yes and no. I can say like I could say what's your name, like a few silly phrases like please, thank you, excuse me, sorry, like signal me. I don't know. Like there's a few. Kalinista, Kalimera, Kalisveras. Good morning, good evening, good night. Uh, yeah, there's a few I know, but like I can't speak it, man. Not even close. Uh, but yeah, like I quite often see like medical terms and stuff like that. You see English words that have like Greek words within them, and I'm like, yeah, that's that thing. Like monopoly, like monopoly, the poly is many. Like, yeah, like you see a lot of stuff like that.
And now, Mr. E, aka Emil, I've got my nephew, who's only 1 years old, sleeping in the room next to me, so I can't be too loud. But would you like
Okay.
to treat us to a freestyle?
Yeah, man, I'm down. Let's do a little freestyle session.
So, Jared and Alex, if you guys want to send some words in the chat to inspire his freestyle, you can definitely go ahead and have some words through.
Do you want me to go first, or you want to go first?
Yes, because I got my nephew, who's only 1 years old, sleeping in the next door. I might have to go
I can
out to the
go.
garage to do it. So if you want to go first, then I can head out
Uh,
to somewhere
yeah, I can
outside.
kick it. I'll say excuse me. I got a bit of a cold, man. My nose is. I hope I don't sound too like muffled.
Yeah, it's fine.
Uh, oh, sorry. Just let me know in the chat if it's loud because I'm playing it through speakers. I'm not sure how it's going to sound to you guys.
Goodbye and good luck over late. Hopefully your channel can grow.
Is it, is it a good volume? Is it, chat, is it good volume? There's a cat on my screen. I need a drink of water.
The chat says it sounds okay. Ben says it sounds okay.
Okay, it sounds okay. I'm about to go in. I just about to free throw it. I just know that I'm coming cold like it's snowing. All I know is that I spit this like a poem. All I know is off in the dome when I spit it. All I know is that I got chrome and I hit it. Hitting the target when I come through. See you in the darkness like Riddick. Don't give a shit, I'm melting all these motherfuckers. Come through like the Helter Scout or I'm rising to the top. You're buzzing like Alka-Seltzer, man. You're just fizzing to the top, you're just fizzing to the brim. I don't give a shit, man. I got the thickest of the skin, and I'm coming through, breaking all these bars, breaking all them down, and I'm shooting for the stars, breaking all them down, man. An alien from Mars, I'm a Martian. I'll take you through. I'm just, yeah, different flows. I'm coming through on a different, taking different. I'm a different dose, yeah. I don't know where the fuck I'm gonna go. I don't know where the fuck I'm gonna go. I'm just modeling this shit up on the flow. I'm just modeling this shit up on the beat. I just know that my soul's not complete. I'm modeling my words. I feel like I'm not warmed up now. Feel like I need to pick up the ball, get a fucking touchdown. All I know, all I know. Someone wanna put some words in my chat, yo. Someone wanna put some words in his chat, yo. This is the chat of fucking NATO. I'm just spinning like fucking tornado. I don't do what Simon says, say so. I'm just coming through trying to stack the peso. And I do what I want, it is evil. And I do what I want, and it's evil, Knievel. Breaking the rules, survive it, and fucking up the flow, fucking up the flow. Whoa, I don't know what I'm gonna do, I'm raw. I go in, flipping it like parkour. I know that I'm coming in, I got the synonyms, got the poems, man. MCs, I'm just killing them. See the bars off the dome, I deliver it. And you know that I do it in the sanctuary. You know I got bars, it's the vocabulary. Coming unlimited, I know that I spill it. Don't give a shit, man, I know that I kill it on the beat. I'm just riding, no, I'm Poseidon. I got my own waves, no concrete boots as I'm riding. I'm on this flotation device in my mind, drifting up high, and the scars drift behind. If you know that if you're in my path, get denied. Man, you'll get denied, man. I'm coming hotter than a frying pan. I know that I'm stronger than Conan. I'm dropping it, man. I do what I want, so fam. Better step back, I'm killing it. Don't give a fuck. I smoke weed, I don't fucking give a shit. I'm coming through with all the bars on this shit. It's not simplistic, it's intrinsic. Oh, you wanna go for one?
Yeah, that was cool. That was very cool. Fantastic work,
Thanks,
Emil.
thanks, bro. Cheers and cheers for the compliments, chat.
Guys, wait till you hear his song he sent me about his rough school experience. What's your YouTube so we can follow?
So my YouTube is um, ah. I just want to double check because why is it being weird? So it's MISTER in the basement, like Mister E in the basement, but you spell out Mister. So Mystery in the basement.
Can someone
Yeah,
please in the chat type out his name so we can pin the comment and everyone can find Mr. E?
dope.
Someone please type
Thank you,
out
man.
that name.
I'll say there's no videos as of yet, but this is kind of marking the start of something. So yeah, hopefully you guys will be there to watch something grow into something of nothing grow into something of something, if that makes sense. Something grows into something usually, hopefully. All right, I'm happy to go again if you don't mind. All right. I would just go. I would just go. I know the shit is cold and it just snows. I don't know what you're gonna do, don't suppose. You got a fucking suit, you could propose. Whoa, I know that I'm taken back by the scenery. I don't know that I seen shit I don't believe is free. I don't believe I'm free. I'm just living in my own zone. I'm just living, leaving frozen like the ozone. When the ozone goes and there's no clearing, no oxygen, man, you just can't bear it. Cause you're not fucking breathing, not fucking breathing, not fucking moving. Know that I'm scheming, know that I'm scheming, know that I'm evolving. I'm just coming through, taking full control of all these beats and these fucking bars. I'm just flying up high up in the stars. I should have just taken my headphones off because I can hear it way better. It's actually quite loud, isn't it? I think that's a bit better. Oh, chat, is that better? It's a bit louder. I could go again. I could go again. I just need to flow. I don't need no fucking pen. All you know is that it's fucking off the dome, my friend. Know that I'ma make you blow up like combustion. I'ma make you bang your head like concussion. I'ma end the shit just like it's discussion. Volcano hot. It's eruption. I'm coming. Bars, nothing. I'm coming through, just ending discussions, just switching at the junctions. Take two left turns. I know you take a left, make your head not burn. I know that I'm coming with the bars. I'm running mad. Lost the flows a little bit. I feel like I need to change the beat. Let's switch up the beat.
Yeah, change the. Nice stuff, nice stuff.
Do you have a beat
Thank you, Ben,
suggestion?
for your encouragement.
Who got a beat
Anything you
suggestion?
like.
Or a genre of beat? Anyone got a genre of beat like they want to hear?
Let us know in the chat.
I mean, I could leave. Wait, what's different one? Never had this before. Okay, old school beat. Feel like I'm putting these old school shoes on my feet. Walking up the street, the holes in the meat. That's why my feet so wet and it's peak. I don't have no keys, trying to stack it in the bank. I'm trying to get a job that don't pay. Man, it's fucked. I'm just living in this world, I might erupt. I'm just trying to grow like a rut. Nah, I'm just joking. I'm trying to hold it like clutch. Coming last minute with the shit, I'm forgiven. I don't give a shit, see the shit, I'm forgiven. But maybe in a situation I could be elated. I don't know, the shit is wrong, it knocks me debating. I don't need debating, oh man. Fucking up my words, I'm tongue tied again. I know that I'm riding my own way. Fucked up, I'm tongue tied again. I know I'm riding my own wave again. I don't know that I don't get tongue tied again. I just spit rhymes, I don't need no fucking pen, man. I do it off the dome. And I know I'm spitting, I just do it shiny chrome. All the bars I have, man, they're going off the stratosphere. I know that I spit this shit, it's way too clear. And I'm moving like time, bending like continuum. I'm coming, I don't give a shit what a shit MC's rid of them. I'm coming through, man, I got vernacular. I'm coming spit bars, man, too spectacular. Just like Stretch Armstrong, just like Mr. Fantastic. My arms going round the back, strangle you. I don't give a fuck, dangle you in front of the lion's cage. I'm coming through, man. I've been fucking high for days. I don't give a shit what these motherfuckers are just on, man. Coming through, man. I just spit. Blah, blah, blah. I keep going. I guess I keep going. Guess I keep going. Guess it's every day the same. It keeps snowing. Guess every day the same. It keeps snowing. I just want to spit another. I just want to spit another motherfucking poem. Not coming in early or late. Coming in, stopping it like the debate. I'll make you scared, man. Make you shake. I know that I'm coming. Need that shake. Need the sugar boost. True. I got the troopers. True. They're going to defeat you. I'm coming through with the Rubik's Cube and solved it. Got the world in my palm, gonna control it. Got the world in my palm, gonna hold it. Bro, hold it. You're not ready for the molding. I got too much shit, I'm too bold and I'm too strong for the shit to handle. Man, you can't take the prize, take the mantle. I'll blow you out just like your fucking candle. Man, you get snuffed in a minute. I don't give a shit, I'm not on no gimmicks. I'm the realist, I'm just bumping this shit. Shit's fading out, I'm gone. Triumph, Wu-Tang. Yeah, you can do Triumph, yeah, go on. It's really hard for me to know like how the levels are with the chat because I can't tell how loud my voice is in comparison to the beat. So I don't know if I'm being really quiet. So I'm like a bit hesitant because I don't want to be fucking blowing people's ears off. Nice.
It greater than anybody else. I'm back just like a terminator looking for the wealth. Trying to get the wealth from the gold chain off the top of the gold grain. Now it's the Mel's turn.
Okay. Uh, someone give me a new beat. Someone got a beat. Give me something unexpected. I want something out of my comfort zone. I just want a new thing. Man, I've got a cold. It's really annoying. My nose is blocked and I can't really speak properly.
That's
So we
annoying.
Wu Tang. Let's just do a random Wu Tang instrumental. You don't get copyright strikes for this, do you?
Yeah, nah, it'll be all fine. Trust me.
And you will join my work. Bro, what's going on? Alright, yeah,
Go for it.
yeah. You know this one? Yeah, yeah. In a different mode, say. Yeah, in a different mode, you know, I'm about to kick it. I'm just seeing shit in the dark, I'm like Riddick. I'm about to send it to your heart like a missile. I don't give a shit, kill everyone, even little child. I don't give a shit, I'm coming no courageous. I don't give a shit, I'm coming, I'm the bravest. You couldn't pick. Ugh. Couldn't take me down in a minute, cause I'm on it. You know, I stay the realest, man. You know, I'm honest. You know, I'm on it. I'm on it. Sick, no cartoon like Wallace and Gromit. I come through with the alien spaceship. I come through displacing his heart in a moment. Spacing it. I'm too good. Bro, what the fuck am I saying? I'm muddling this shit up. Never spit on this beat. This beat's fuck. I'm coming on the rhyme. I'm on it. I don't give a shit. Throw your hands up, vomit. I just know that I've eaten all the shrooms too much. I just know that I'm living in gloom too much. I know that I'm in the basement in my room too much. I'm just coming smoking too much Dutch, too much weed. I just come in clutch last minute. I don't give a shit, stay the realest, no gimmick, and I'm not doing it for no real, no image, no clout. I'm just coming in, I'm the realest, no doubt. See me climbing to the top, jump out my mouth like the bars I'm freestyling. Man, I'm just doing, man, I'm just wildin'. I just go violent, I leave you silent in the fucking room, man. I'm just going up, meet you, figure, make you meet your gloom, make you meet your gloom. Man, I motherfucking make you meet your fucking doom. Oh, what? Why did it stop so suddenly? That was crazy. Oh,
I
I did
swear,
not
I
expect
swear.
that.
And it's
Yeah,
back.
it does do that.
And it's back.
I repeated a lot.
Oh, that was good. That's alright. That was good. That was good.
I think I'm getting tired as well, but we'll see. We'll see. Keep going.
Yeah, let's have a try now.
Yeah, go for it.
On the beat, I'ma breathe fire. Give me what you desire. I get you higher. Even though what I'm famous, I'ma rise to the top. Shouts out to Quirky, Crochet Creations. Everything that you create is amazing. No doubt about it. About to sprout through any doubt. And then let me just shout it up on the stage. Let me just do it with the fluid that I'm dropping. Gotta do it like the truest. We're never stopping. Alright, guys, hope you enjoyed that. Back to Emil
Yeah,
with another fat
dope.
rap.
Hold on. Alright, I'm gonna play a different beat. Uh, one sec.
Shouts to Creations. Love to see what you design as well as some words through.
Okay.
at you. Right back at you.
What's this? What's the weird beats? No. I'm trying to find a decent beat. If anyone's got suggestions, feel free. Oh shit. Alright. Yo, 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 yo. I might disappear, reappear in smoke. You try to laugh, I can't sound a joke. It's another rope wrapped around my throat. I guess here we go again. I don't need to let the flow again. I'ma take the lid off this pen. In fact, I don't need no pen. Man, I'm fucking up all the words again. I'm just going absurd again. I don't know what I don't know. No vermin, yeah, they're trying to surround me. Coming through, man, spitting up from the foundry. Spitting up, man, I got the solidest grounding. And I got the higher ground too. You know, I've got the troops, they surround you. If I come through, man, I'm not in the mood, man. I do what I do, then run askew, man. I'm just out on my own. I'm drifting, lifted, saying all these poems. How it's going. Asking me. I'm coming through, man, in my arteries. These unknown substances. I'm just passing these swift to the left, puff past my G. I just know that I'm doing what I want to. All I know that is that I smoke a blunt too. All I know is that I'm higher fire. All I know is that I'm getting higher than the fire when the heat goes up, when the meat goes up. All I know is that it's a meet and greet going nuts when the beat comes up. All I know is that I speak that truth. I come through, man. I don't need that proof. I just do it on the live. Do it for, do it to survive. I don't give a shit, man. I do it and I thrive. Plant a seed. Uh, I'm not lost in the darkness. I'm just a seed that is planted. I'm coming through, got powers you can't harness. I got the flames, just call me the arsonist. I'm coming through, man. I'm just partial to this. I know that I'm blacking out like eclipse. I'm coming through, can't empty the clip, man. I got the rounds. I don't want to just spit. I want to just vibe. I want to just live. Want to just move, I want to just give, I want to have something but not no surplus. I'm coming on the bars and I just go nuts, I just go nuts on this fucking beat though. I just do it, man, I'm in my mind, I go free flow. I don't give a shit how you coming, you're just whack, bro. I'm just coming through, just get a fat smack, bro. I'm just coming through, I'm just coming through. Saying that there are times to know what the fuck I'm gonna do. I'm just doing this shit on the crazy flow. I do this shit on the fucking daily, bro. I do this shit till I can't say these words. I do this shit till I think that it's absurd. Crazy rhymes. Trying to spit the whole verse, crazy lines. Trying to muddle it up and say things too. I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do. Said it before, no way. If you're not feeling okay, come blaze a J. I'm just a letter away. If you're not feeling like you need the space, then just let me know, man. Won't leave a trace when I'm messaging or calling back. I just know I'm trying to get traction, reaction. I'm just coming through, get that distraction. I'm not on no infraction. I just got the tactics that are underhanded. You can't magic this shit. I've got the, yeah. What's the flow right at the end of the beat is peak. I just come through, man, I'm too bold, not discreet. I just do it all the time, spread across the fucking street like malaria. I'm coming, Jason and Mask area. I don't know what I'm doing in your area. I'm just in the place spreading like malaria. In the streets, sexual disease. I don't know if I'm about to say that on the beat. If I'm gonna get, or if you're gonna get, man, finish shit I'm saying, that's just regret. I don't know what I'm saying on this beat is crazy. I just keep spitting every day, I'm not lazy. I don't fucking stop it. I just know that I got the fucking go, lock it, lock. float unlocked in my pocket. I don't know. That was it, man. Jeez. Okay. Sorry. I just went to the very end of the beat. Thank you, bro.
But so with UML,
Hello?
can you hear me? Hello?
Oh, yeah, you're back. Yeah. Hi. How's it going?